Tonight, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills. Hello, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at the Bills entering play here. And losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home.
And we are underway in Buffalo. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out, the number 6 overall pick back in April from Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how did they get a win?
6-yard pickup.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 10 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now the second down throw on target. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, step it back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. To the air again, Herbert. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now under their veteran head coach, Andy Reid. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the 1 being the victory.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
That's complete to John Ross. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
A gain of 5.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now it's Hines. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd
from the midfield stripe. They'll look to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
So here come the Bills out for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Jesse James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, 3-to-1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
And it's 7-0 Buffalo. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. And plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross.
The pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Now a throw left sideline. Here's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Open man. It's Rager. He's got it. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills 7, Chiefs nothing.
They'll run on first down. Hines. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage. Anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
yeah.
Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Kansas City.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4.
Second and 4.
The 16-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Cody Parkey on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And Parkey's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So here are the Bills to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here first and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
At the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Play action. It's Herbert. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds just past midfield.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. On the ground, it's Chubb. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40.
The ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
4-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
To throw again, Herbert. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 23. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Herbert on first down now. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And Zuerlein's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
Chiefs 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And now here comes Kansas City. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards on the play, first down. He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jalen Reagor with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. And he'll put it through, and that evens us up at 10 apiece. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Return. The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and CD in a minute. First, it's time to take a look at what we've got coming your way this weekend in the NFL. In the early games, a lot of good matchups, one being in Indianapolis. A tough one for the Colts as they'll square off against the Cincinnati Bengals. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Miami Dolphins. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the LA Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected, all tied through one half of play. For the call of the second half, let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
On the return, the Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own.
Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll find Hines out of the backfield. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
He steps out of bounds.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got Lockett. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he connects with Vance McDonald. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Second and 11. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
But that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses, because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
At their own 20-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Jamie Collins able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Herbert's pass.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Brings up third down.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Herbert's pass intended for Michael Gallup. Incomplete.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Here's the Chiefs punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now out come the Bills. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to. And if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Herbert off of play action. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Justin Herbert sacked. Brought down back at the 32.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Sets up a third down and 18.
Third and long. It's Herbert. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a third and 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now it appears we've got a Chief moving pretty gingerly down there. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Chubb. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On first down, it's Herbert. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep and curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
Field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Herbert, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
4 yards on the pickup. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, Herbert. That's complete right around the 8. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
They're able to hold them to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
That's a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
So on now is Greg Zuerlein in a pressure situation. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead.
Bills 13, Chiefs 10.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They'll try and start this drive in the air, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now this one complete on the slant route, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
11 on the play. 1st down, Kansas City.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Jalen Reagor. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd.
Back to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the 1st. The Chiefs will use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
Add that one to the good run tally right there.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jalen Reagor with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front.
Well, partner, this hasn't been the smoothest day for him, but he certainly picked the right time to get right, as they like to say. How about that for a touchdown?
Boy, he did. I guess they say all's well that ends well. It's not over yet, but you're right. He picked a good time for that 1st touchdown pass.
Exactly right. Not over yet. The defense is going to have to make it hold up.
And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown.
13.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
Herbert now to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Credit the sack to Jonathan Hankins.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now it's Herbert. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Now Herbert. And finding the tight end Hooper. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Christian Fulton.
They snap it to Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs are likely going to win the football game. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Chiefs, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week.